Some photos and videos are uploaded to the internet and explode seemingly overnight. Feverish sharing transforms these bits of media into global sensations and starts new trends. Many feel encouraged to join in with the fun and keeping up with the cool kids. Some of these trends entice us to do wonderful things for each other, but then there are others that have been known to result in real human stupidity. Collectively, the following internet trends all resulted in serious injury, physical scarring, and even death. They are the ones to avoid or risk the chance of meeting the same fate. Number 10, Momo. Momo is a terrifying internet trend that has been linked to the suicides of 2 teenagers and 1 child. The twisted challenge-based game has been played across South America, Asia, Mexico, France, Germany, and the United States. Players are encouraged to text a number on WhatsApp that reaches Momo, and the creepy, wide-eyed horror character messages back with their next challenge. The challenges include self-harm, watching horror films, and waking up at unusual hours. Players are threatened that their personal information will be leaked if they do not commit to the tasks. The final challenge is to commit suicide. Number 9, Blue Whale Challenge. In 2016, a social network phenomenon known as the Blue Whale Challenge went viral with tragic consequences. The sinister game begins with players following a social media account that assigns tasks to the players over a 50-day period. These tasks include self-harm and end with encouraged suicide. According to InfoSec Awareness Online, the game has been linked to 130 deaths in Russia. Number 8, Planking. Planking is a craze that involves taking a photo of someone lying face down with their arms by their sides to mimic a wooden board. In just a matter of weeks, everyone was doing it, which turned planking into an internet phenomenon, and the more unusual the location, the better. The craze even saw news anchors planking on their desks in their studios. Although it was intended to be harmless fun, people were constantly trying to one-up each other and began moving into dangerous locations to carry out the stunt. Number 7, Extreme Selfies. Anyone with a mobile device has surely taken more selfies than they care to admit, only to quickly delete the evidence if they are not as appealing as imagined. Then there are those who took their selfie game to the extreme levels, and some of them ended up paying for it with their own lives. One study reported that between March 2014 and September 2016, there were 127 selfie deaths around the world. The study, titled Me, Myself and My Kill File, Characterizing and Preventing Selfie Deaths, also revealed that India was the country with the highest number of fatal selfies. Number 6, Slenderman. Slender Man started as a creepypasta meme and then soon became a global phenomenon that led to an attempted murder. Slender Man is a tall, featureless figure who stalks and abducts children. The creation was feared by many as terrifying stories and pictures circulated online. Number 5, Punch for Punch. In 2014, a 23-year-old father named Tommy Main collapsed and died following a lethal game of Punch for Punch. The tragic death came when videos circulated online of people taking part in the Fight Club-style game. 2 players take turns hitting each other until one eventually asks to stop. The violent blows are meant to only make contact with the arm or shoulder, however, some players were taking hits to the face and stomach. Others have one arm tied behind their back. The loser then has to typically do a forfeit, which usually involves drinking alcohol. The earliest videos of the craze date back to 2009, though games like Punch for Punch have existed since long before the internet. Number 4, Lip Challenge. One of the craziest trends on social media in recent years was the Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge. Inspired by the reality TV star's plumped-up lips, her followers had begun a trend where they attempted to achieve the same look by sucking on shot glasses, bottles, and jars. The suction-like effect would draw the blood to the lips, creating a pillow-lipped look. However, there were many injuries, and some were left permanently scarred. Photos of casualties from the challenge were shared on social media and shows that some people's lips were even turning black. Number 3, Neck Nominate. Negnominate was an internet craze that began in 2014 and resulted in a number of deaths. The game involves people being nominated to down alcohol. The drinking is recorded and put online for others to view. Afterward, someone else is nominated. Often, players will attempt to outdo their friends' drinking feats. Among those killed by the game was 20-year-old athlete Bradley Eames, who filmed himself downing 2 pints of gin. He died 4 days later. Also, 20-year-old Disick Richardson died after drinking a cocktail of wine, whiskey, vodka, and beer as part of a Negnominate dare. Number 2, Tombstoning. Multiple injuries and deaths have been linked to tombstoning, which involves jumping into water from high up, with the body held in a rigid, vertical position. In recent years, teenagers and young adults have started filming each other leaping off a cliff edge known as Dead Man's Cove in Devon, England. The 20-meter, 65 feet, drop to the sea below proved deadly for a 39-year-old man, who fell to his death attempting the tombstoning stunt. A teenager broke his neck in 3 places, and a 25-year-old was left paralyzed after jumping from the same site. Number 1, Subway Surfing. Another dangerous craze is subway surfing, which was once a popular stunt in the 1980s, but then people decided they wanted to live a longer life. The trend has now resurfaced, and New York City has seen a rise in the number of joyriders going where they're not supposed to go. Local daredevils attempt to hang on to moving subway trains, either from the back on the moving car or on the rooftop. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to subscribe and like for more. Thank you for watching.